Of all three of the starter decks, this is the Amber Amethyst versus the Emerald Ruby starter decks. This will be the last deck I have to play. This will be the last deck the wife has to play. And yeah, let's get this thing started. You want to start the roll? Do a high roll. 8. 9.
Ooh, the first roll you won.
I will go first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I'm excited to play this one. So what we got here? Yeah, I'll keep.
Let me look and see what I got going.
In case anybody wants to see the opening hand here.
Yeah, we didn't do that with the last game.
No, we didn't. That's all right. Maybe if we do like more of this, that will be like every starting game we'll show the opening hands or something. I don't know.
It's a bad hand. Don't look at the camera.
I'm looking away.
I have no clue if they can see it. It's a bad hand, but I've not mulliganed yet, so... You want to play?
Yep. Dinglehopper into ink. Stitch new dog. Pass.
Playing my man against me.
I am. I'm playing the boy.
Okay. Oh, draw.
Yeah.
Don't want to forget that again. Okay. How do I want to go about this?
I'm going to go about it all wrong.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Well, ugh. I hate this. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Oop. Scar, Fiery Usurper, Ink. Sergeant Tibbs.
Okay. My turn?
Yep.
Questionable.
Indeed, indeed.
I think Ariel on human legs will become ink. And then I think... Alright.
Going for it.
Play one Olaf. And then lure for 1.
As one does.
Pass. Apparently I was starting at 1 lure, so...
Oh, you cheater.
What's up? Good morning, good morning. What's up, Torvis? Just as a heads up, not a heads up, I guess explanation to why I'm late to the party today, and that is because I had to go mow. I had to finish mowing. There's a storm brewing in. Well, now it looks a lot brighter, but there was a storm brewing in. So I wanted to make sure I got the mowing done, and that's why I am jumping on here a little late. So I do apologize for that, I guess. But today, all we're doing today is we're just going to go over the Wilds of Eldraine, the what cards we got coming out for Pauper, and then once we go through like the Pauper stuff, we'll take a gander, if you will. Hold on. We'll take a gander, if you will, at some of the other cards. But let's start off with the Pauper stuff. We're going to start in white, go across the board, and let's find... All right. I'm going to do this, so they're a little bit beefier on screen. Archon's Glory, this is a 1-drop instant with Bargain. Bargain's, I think, new mechanic. You may sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or a token as you cast this. It's basically like an alternate kicker cost in a way. You know, I guess the camera is over here now, right? Target creature gets +2/+2 to end a turn. If the spell was bargained, that creature also gains flying and lifelink to end a turn. Not crazy on it. Cooped Up, this is a 2-drop enchantment Aurora. Enchant creature can't attack or block, and then you can tap 3 to exile it. That could see play. There's already a Aurora that kind of does the same thing. So that could see play. It's kind of interesting. Frostbridge Guard. This is a 2/2 for 2 elemental soldier that you can tap to tap target creature. Not that exciting. Cool artwork though. That artwork is baller. Hopeful Vigil. This is a 2-drop enchantment that when it enters battlefield create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. When Hopeful Vigil is put into a graveyard from battlefield, scry 2. You can tap 3 to sacrifice it. This will see play. It's a great target for Core Skyfisher to flick back. It is also pretty good that you can just stack it and scry. Yeah, this will see play 100%. I like this card. Moment of Valor. This is a 3-drop instant. Choose one. Untap target creature gets +1/+0 and gains indestructible to end a turn. Excuse me. Or destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. It's all right. I don't see it. Maybe, but probably not. I don't see it really getting play over like Destroy Evil. Because Destroy Evil is instant speed, right? Because if Destroy Evil is instant speed, I don't see it being played. I'm 90% sure it is. Plunge into Winter. This is a 2-drop instant. Tap up to 1 target creature, scry 1, then draw a card. This could definitely see play. Especially in something like, I don't know if Fog is the right deck, but there's Familiars probably. Actually, this could probably see play in Familiars. I see this being played. This seems like a decent card to me. Protective Parents. I love the artwork on this. The artwork on this set has been really cool so far. This is a 3-drop human peasant for 3/2. That when it dies, you create a young hero role token attached to up to 1 target creature control. The roles are another thing that's floating around in this set. If you control another role on it, put that one into the graveyard and change the creature as whenever this creature attacks. If its toughness is 3 or less, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I'm a little confused by that wording. If you control another role on it. Oh, so it would replace the role that's on that one. Okay. No, I got there. Rhyme for Reindeer. Ream for Reindeer. I don't know how you say it. Hold on, I'm going to reply to my wife real quick. We're trying to work out lunch details here. Oh, I want that. Might get Taco Bell. It just depends. I got too much shit to do though to run to Taco Bell. Why is it got to be in the other end of town? Anyway, this is a 4-drop 3/4 that whenever an enchantment enters battlefield under your control, tap target creature and opponent controls. Good for limited, probably not good for here though. Savior of the Sleeping. Man, the artwork has just been killer. I don't know, I'm getting like old Magic vibes from this artwork. Am I the only one getting that? Like, this artwork reminds me of like older school Magic cards. I love it. Anyway, this is a 3-drop 2/3 human knight with vigilance. So whenever an enchantment you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Not super exciting. Slumbering Keep Guard. This is a 1-drop 1/1 human knight that whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under control, scry 1. Tap 2. Slumbering Keep Guard gets +1/+1 at the end of turn for each enchantment you control. Janky, but I could see somebody trying to make this card potentially work. It's okay. I mean, as a 1-drop, it's not bad. Especially if you know you're going to be running like a nice little group of enchantments. Slumbering Keep Guard could be okay in something like Bogles, for an example. As like scry power, as like some card advantage. It can also get big. So yeah, this actually, you know what? I've talked myself into it. This could see play as like a 2 of in Bogles. I don't think it's a 4 of, but it could see play. Stockpile Celebrant. This is a 3-drop Dwarf Knight with 3/2 that has When it enters the battlefield, you may return another target non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. If you do, scry 2. Okay. It's basically core Skyfisher with scry ability, so that seems halfway decent. The only thing is it's non-land, so you can't like just flick a land and replay a land. But that would pair pretty nicely with our Hopeful Vigil that we talked about earlier. So I like it. I like it. Tune and Veil Guide. I don't know if I'm saying that right. 4-drop Fairy Scout for 2/3. That is flying and celebration. It gets +1/+0 and has lifelink as long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under control this turn. Not very good. Unassuming Sage. This is a 2-drop Human Peasant Wizard for 2/2. That when it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2. If you do, create a Sorcerer role token attached to it. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature attacks. Scry 1. So our rolls. Hold on. Is there a roll token in here somewhere? They are tokens. I mean, enchantments. Of course, they're tokens. So they are enchantments. That is interesting. That is interesting. Huh. Just think about all that glitters and bogles. That's interesting. Okay. Huh. Okay. Well. Kellen's Light Blades. This is a 2-drop instant speed bargain. Kellen's Light Blade deals 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. If a spell was bargained, destroy that creature instead. That will see play, probably, for the most part. Charmed Clothier. This is a 5-drop Fairy Advisor. That is a 3/3 with flying. That when it enters the battlefield, create a Royal Roll token and attach it to target creature you control. If you control another roll on it, creature gets +1/+1 and has Ward of 1. Army of Mice. That is the cutest artwork. This is a 3/1 2-drop mouse that has Celebration. Army Mice gets +0/+2 as long as you control 2 or more. As long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield and control this turn. A cute card, probably not very good. Maybe in like a white weenie build, it could just be like some aggression, but I don't know. I would love to see it played, though. It's super cute. Return Triumphant. This is a 2-drop sorcery. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a Young Hero role token. Whenever this creature attacks, if its toughness was 3 or less, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Definitely pretty good. It's basically Recommission. I don't know if it's better than Recommission because of the whenever this creature attacks, but it's definitely not bad. Be better if it's instant speed, right? Break the Spell. This is a 1-drop instant that you destroy target enchantment. If a permanent you controlled or a token was destroyed this way, draw a card. Not crazy on that one. And Besotted Knight. This is a 4-drop 3/3 that also has Adventure. For 1, that's a sorcery that create a Royal Roll token attached to target creature control, and then the other card is just blank. So what out of white here am I a fan of? Well, I'll tell you. Return Triumphant, Armory Mouse, Kellen's Light Blades, Stockpiling Celebrant, Slumbering Keep Guard, kind of like Plunge into Winter, Hopeful Vigil, and Cooped Up are all the cards I kind of like. I don't know if I like Cooped Up a ton, but I think Hopeful Vigil is really good. I think Slumbering Keep Guard, Stockpile Celebrant are all really good too. Army of Mice is just adorable, and I want it to be good. And Return Triumphant seems halfway decent. So those are my opinions on white. Those are cards I would be interested in. There's just a rando uncommon. Are you supposed to be uncommon, or are you supposed to be common? I'm going to assume you're supposed to be uncommon. But why are you mixed in with the commons? Anyway, let's go over blue, my least favorite color. We have Balluna's Gatekeeper. This is a 6-drop 6/5 that has Sorcery Adventure. Entry denied as a 2-drop. Return target creature you don't control with mana value 3 or less to its owner's hand. And it's just 6/5. Meh. I don't know. Not crazy on it. Diminisher Witch. This is a 3-drop 3/2 with Bargain. That when it enters the battlefield, if it was Bargain, create a cursed roll token attached to target creature and opponent controls. If you control a roll with it, put one of those in the graveyard. Enchant creature is a 1/1. So not bad. Merfolk Coral Smith. This is a 3-drop 2/3 that taps 1. It gets +1, -1 to the end of turn, and then whenever it dies, you get to scry 2. And I'm not super impressed. Misleading Moat. Love the art on this. This is a 4-drop instant. Target creature owner control puts it on the top or bottom of their library. Could be okay. Obria's Attendant? I don't know how you say that. This is a 5-drop 3/4 flying fairy wizard that has instant speed adventure, which is Desperate Parry. Target creature gets -4, -0 to end a turn. Not very impressed. Stormkeld Prowler. This is a 2-drop 2/1 that whenever you cast a spell with a mana value 5 or greater, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. This would be pretty good in Terror. I don't know what else would be played, but I think in Terror this could be halfway decent. Tenacious Tome Seeker. This is the uncommon that's in here, but just in case it ends up being as a common, when there's battlefield, if it's Bargain, return target creature, instant or sorcery to your graveyard to your hand. It's basically like, what's the one? Flamekeeper Adept or whatever. It's basically that. That could be a common. Ventress Transmuter. This is a 4-drop 3/4 human wizard that has a sorcery adventure, Croaking Curse, for 2. That is tap target creature, create a cursed roll token attached to it. Not very exciting. It could be okay, but not super exciting. Aquatic Alchemist. Love this artwork. Want a playmat of this artwork. Adore it. This is a 2-drop 1/3 that whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, Aquatic Alchemist gets +2/+0 to end a turn. But it also has Bubble Up for 3 as a sorcery adventure that you put target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library. Not the most exciting, but it is cool. Snare Master Sprite, a 1-drop fairy wizard for 1/1 flying that when there's a battlefield you may pay 2. When you do, tap target creature and opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. If a permanent with a stun counter would be untapped, remove 1 from it instead. So obviously this is going to be super annoying. I don't know if it will exactly see a spot in fairies, but why not? You know what I mean? Definitely not bad. At least it doesn't have flash. Counter target spell unless his controller pays 2 plus an additional 1 for each fairy you control. This is Spell Stutter. Not Spell Stutter Sprite, but Spell Stutter. This is a 2-drop instant. I don't see this replacing Spell Stutter Sprite. I would be surprised. This could be a sideboard card. You know, when you have those matchups where Spell Stutter Sprite's not very good, this could just be a hard replace for Spell Stutter Sprite. So it's definitely an optional card, you know. It's definitely not bad. Not by any means. Freeze in Place. This is a 2-drop sorcery. Tap target creature and opponent controls and put 3 stun counters on it. Scry 2. That's pretty good. This is another one I feel like would be probably pretty good in Familiars. I mean, I don't know. Like, I've never played really Familiars. Like, I don't know, like, where we can trim and stuff. But, like, you know, keeping your opponents from doing stuff seems good, right? I don't know. What's up, Darius? How's it going, buddy? Haven't talked to you in a while. Hope all is going well. Mocking Sprite. This is a 3-drop 2/1 flying. Instant sorcery spells cost 1 less to cast. Seems good. I don't know if we'll see a ton of play. Maybe if we find like someone build like a storm deck again, I could see that, but I don't know. Water Wings is a 2-drop instant until end of turn. Target creature you control has base power and toughness 4/4 and gains flying and hexproof. I mean, that's cool. I don't know how good it is, but it's cool. I can't wait to read whatever this does. I hope it's good. The artwork is killer, and I love the name. Into the Fey Court. This is a 5-drop, 3 colorless, 2 blue. Sorcery. Draw 3 cards. Create a 1/1 blue fairy creature token with flying. This creature can only block creatures with flying. Yeah, not super exciting. Probably okay and limited, but not super exciting here. Ice Out. This is a 3-drop instant bargain. This spell costs 1 less to cast if it was bargained. Counter target spell. It's not bad. I mean, it's just like an additional counter spell. Like, I could see this being played. Johan's Stopgap. I don't know if I'm saying it right. This is a 4-drop sorcery with bargain. Spell costs 2 less cast with bargain. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Probably not better than Snap. Sleight of Hand. We all know what Sleight of Hand does. A really good card. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand and the other one on the bottom of your library. It's already in the format. Just nice little reprint. Some of these, if they're reprints and I don't recognize them, that's just the way it is. Living Lectern. This is a 2-drop artifact creature construct for a 0/4 that has tap 1, sacrifice it, draw a card, create a sorcery roll token attached up to 1 target creature you don't control. So, not super exciting, but kind of interesting. How do you feel about the bargains and rolls? I think the rolls are pretty interesting, especially considering they're enchantments. They're going to be kind of interesting for like decks that run like all that glitters and stuff and Bogles. As for like bargain, I think bargain's kind of an interesting mechanic. Kind of a little bit like of an aristocratic kind of thing going on. Quick Study, draw 2 cards, instant speed. Could be played. For blue, Quick Study is not bad. Sleight of Hand should be in the format already, I believe. I don't think it got banned. I don't know why it would. Doesn't really see play. Ice Out could be good. I could see that being played. Mocking Sprite, you would have to build kind of around. Quick Study is just better divination. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I Quick Study could definitely be played. Freeze in Place is in. Spell Stutter and Snare Master Sprite probably will see play. Stormkeld Prowler definitely probably see play. And I think that's the last one that was kind of interesting. Yep. All right, let's move on to My Caller Black. We'll keep an eye out for anything for Tortured Existence, Mono Black Control, anything like that. We have Iredi's Whisper. This is a sorcery for 4 that target creature discards 2 cards. Target opponent discards 2 cards, create a roll token. That's interesting. Can we get Shrieking Affliction downshift? Feed the Cauldron. I don't know if this is actually any good for a 4-drop, but not when what's his face? Delirium Skeins should be in the format. Feed the Cauldron. This is a 2-drop instant. Destroy target creature with value 3 or less. If it is your turn, create a food token. Not better than Cast Down. Maybe if you're building like a food deck, this could be okay, but I'm not like thrilled with it. Fell Horseman. This is a 4-drop 3/3 zombie knight that when Fell Horseman dies, it is put on top of its owner's library. That's kind of interesting. But it also has a sorcery adventure Deathly Ride for 2. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I don't know how like great this would be. This would probably be good in like a more of a like mono black sack, like Prozac or something kind of build rather than like a Tortured Existence or Graveyard deck. Just because like you're not doing much with it, you know what I mean? It could be one of those things where you pick it up with Tortured Existence though, and then you Deathly Ride. You know what I mean? And then you can do other things, but like I don't know if you'd want to do that, you know? Yeah, I could see it more in like a mono black sack deck. Minstrosity. This is a 2-drop 3/1 horror that whenever it dies creates a food token. Yeah, not bad. I feel like 95% of 4-drops are unplayable. Is that weird CMC for Pauper where it's not fast enough but also still doesn't have enough impact late? Yeah, probably. You're probably right about that, Darius. Shatter the Oath. This is a 5-drop sorcery. Destroy target creature and enchantment. And then you get to do a Wicked Roll token. Not very exciting. Not for 5. Stingblade Assassin, a 3/1 flash flying. That when it enters the battlefield, destroy target creature and opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. Man, if you weren't a 4-drop, if you were a 3 or a 2-drop, you would be sweet. But as a 4, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't mind playing around with this. You know what I mean? This could be like a 2 of in mono black control. See how it does. I am curious enough about it, but I don't know. Sugar Rush. This is a 2-drop target. Instant that has amazing artwork. Target creature is +3/+0 to turn, draw a card. Not great, but cool artwork. Wicked Visitor. This is a 2-drop nightmare 2/2 that whenever an enchantment is put into the graveyard from battlefield, each opponent loses a life. It's alright. Candy Grapple. This is a 2-drop instant with Bargain. Target creature gets -3, -3 to turn. If this spell was Bargain, that creature gets -5, -5 instead. That could be good. What's up, Mike? How's it going? That could be good. Candy Grapple could be a good card. Hopeless Nightmare has been giving deck ideas right, left, and center. I don't think we've got there yet. Pretty sure we haven't got to that one yet. No, we haven't. All right. I think Candy Grapple could be good, especially if you're in a deck that is pumping out. If you have like artifacts, enchantments, or tokens, like Candy Grapple could be pretty good. Is it better than like Cast Down? Probably not, but it does kill things with Indestructible because it's a -5 and -5. My bad. No worries. No worries to rise. So it could definitely be good. And X5 is pretty much most of the Pauper format. So, excuse me. I definitely think Candy Grapple could have a home for sure. Scream Puff. I want this card to be good. I love the artwork to this card. This is a 5-drop horror 4/5. Not off to a great start. Death Touch. When Scream Puff deals combat damage to a player, create a food token. Yeah, unfortunately not very good. Although I like the card a lot just by the artwork, but not the best. Hopeless Nightmare is one of my top cards in the set for Pauper. We're getting there. We're getting there. Borrow Naughty. This is a 2-drop fairy 1/3. Flying Borrow Naughty has lifelink as long as you control another fairy. You can tap 2 to give it +1/+0 to end a turn. Not impressed. Voracious Vermin. I like the artwork a lot. A 3-drop 2/1 rat that when it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 rat creature token with this creature can block. Whenever another creature controlled dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Voracious Vermin. So that's definitely really interesting. This could be a card to see play in Mono Black Sack, just because. Is it an upgrade over? Is this card an upgrade over Gixid Infiltrator? And probably not. But it is interesting that it creates a token of its own that you can sacrifice, and then it becomes a 3/2. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe we can make some kind of like Rakdos build or something around it with the Carrion Feeder and like Mog War Marshal and stuff. But as for right now, not the most interesting, but definitely not bad. Hopeless Nightmare. Here we go. An enchantment, 1-drop. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card and loses 1 life. When Hopeless Nightmare is put into a graveyard from battlefield, scry 2, sacrifice Hopeless Nightmare for 3. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Is there really... I'm just curious because, like, obviously you could do Orzhov, right? Flick it with, of course, Skyfisher and stuff. But, like, is there much in black where you could, like, throw this in... Like, you could probably just throw this in Mono Black Burn, right? Like Blackburn, you could definitely probably just put Hopeless Nightmare in there. Yeah, I like it. It's sweet. I like the artwork a lot, too. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's good. I could see... There was a little bit of talk of this in the 8-rack group I'm in on Facebook. I don't know if I see it as a home for 8-rack and 8-rack, but And like definitely like mono black burn. I could definitely see this being a really, really solid card. Mono black control potentially could be good with gray. It could give a little bit of life back into gray merchant, but I don't know. I really think Wizard of the Coast should focus on green because it's strongest color in Commander, so they're scared to print good cards in green. Maybe. There's not very much good green in Pauper right now, that's for sure. I've posted 3 to 4 decks with it already. One was mono black control, mono black burn. Nice, I'll have to look. Are they in the Discord, Darius? I'll have to look. Yeah, I definitely think that card's good though. Not dead after all. This is a 1-drop instant until end of turn. Target creature you control gains. When this creature dies, return to the battlefield, tapped under its owner control with a weird roll. Oh, okay, so this is a scam card. Gotcha. Yeah, not bad. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. I'll take a look at them. I haven't looked at deck lists in a hot second just because I've been trying to get stuff done and get caught up on stuff, so I haven't like ventured too much into like some of the newer decks. I need to later today. Not dead after all. Yeah, not bad. Definitely seems pretty decent. When Resort put into graveyard, each opponent loses 1 life. Here's my current idea for blue-white proliferate deck. All right. Green needs some good Pauper cards. It hurts to see how how low it's fallen, right? Rat Out. This is a 1-drop instant up to 1 target creature gets -1/-1 to end of turn. You create a 1/1 black creature rat with this creature can't block. That could be good. This could be good against like Hidatha decks. That's pretty much it, but it could be good. Warehouse Tabby. This is a card that David Royale is pretty excited about. It's a 1-drop 1/1 cat that whenever an enchantment you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block. Tap 2 gains Death Touch in a turn. That's pretty interesting. There's a lot of them. I don't blame you. It took a while to get through them all, so all's good. I haven't got through all of them. Like, I mean, I've looked at most of them on there, but like actually like playing them and stuff, I'm like barely scratched the surface. Sweet Tooth Witch. This is a 3-drop 3/2 human warlock with great artwork. That when it enters battlefield, create a food token. You can tap 2 to sacrifice a food. Target player loses 2 life, so that's kind of interesting. Sweet Tooth Witch could be halfway decent. My other problem with it is like it's just way too easy to kill for 3-drop, but this could be halfway decent. It could be funny to create like a food deck with Mirkwood bats, and then every time you sack a food is just 3 damage. Conceited Witch. This is a 3-drop 2/3 human warlock with menace that has Price of Beauty 1-drop sorcery adventure attached to it. Create a wicked roll token attached to target creature control. Looking at a brew for this sweet girl. Not sure on her yet. That's the idea. Oh, great minds. Yeah, great minds think alike. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of is like if you had Nadir's Nightblade, Mirkwood Bats, Sweet Tooth with Witch, you know, that kind of thing. But I don't know if it's better than the Rakdos version. Adventures are pretty shitty this time around. So far, I've not been impressed with like a ton of them, but we also haven't looked at any of the like rares yet. Rowan's Grim Search. This is a 3-drop instant bargain. If this spell was bargain, look at the top 4 cards of your library, then put up to 2 of them back on top of your library in any order, the rest in the graveyard. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 cards. It's just like basically Read the Bones. I don't know if I'd play that over. I guess it's instant instead of sorcery, right? Isn't Read the Bones sorcery? So could be okay. Now I'm going to move my big old fat head and all of you guys. Oh, is that not the... There we go. We're moving over to the other corner so we can check out red and green. Rare ones are crazy. Commons, not so much. Gotcha. So let's get into the red menace here. Okay, rares are broken as cards. I'll look over them a little bit. I'm not going to dive too much into like non-Pauper stuff. Although I'm thinking about doing the pre-release this weekend. We're going up to SCG Con Columbus this weekend, this Saturday. So if you see me up there, say hello. And I'm thinking about doing the pre-release up there. I was wanting to do a Pauper event, but we're not going to be up there long enough to do a Pauper event. We got to be home earlier in the afternoon because we're going to do like a magic night with our friends. So all the Pauper stuff on Saturday was taking place too late. I was really looking forward to it too because I built the Mirkwood Bats deck in paper, but oh well. Wish I had a passport. Same. I'm almost 30 and I still haven't had a passport. I'll get one eventually because god damn it, I'm going to TIFF. I'm going to Toronto International Film Festival at some point. The life goal. Anyway, Bellowing Bruiser. This is a 5. Just a sidetrack. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to do the. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to do the pre-release yet. Bellowing Bruiser. This is a 5-drop 4/4. I feel like I keep looking up at that instead of looking over here now at you guys. Bellowing Bruiser. This is a 5-drop haste 4/4 that has a sorcery of beat a path for 3. Oh, I guess I didn't go over my top picks for black. Well, let me finish this first. Up to 2 target creatures can't block this turn. Not exciting. What do I like in black? I kind of like Eriety's Whisper. Fell Horseman, kind of. Stingblade Assassin, kind of. I like a lot of the artwork. Candy Grapple, I think, is really good. I think we'll definitely see play. I think Hopeless Nightmare will see play. I like Ferocious Vermin, too. Not Dead After All is just kind of a cool extra Undying card. And I kind of like Rat Out. Warehouse Tabby and Sweet Tooth Witch are both cards that have potential. And Rowan's Grim Search is okay. But I'm okay. But those are the cards I like the most. I think the 2 best is probably Hopeless Nightmare and Candy Grapple. All right, back to red. Bespoke Battle Garb. This is a 2-drop artifact equipment. Equipment creature gets +2/+0. Has celebration at the beginning of combat on your turn. If 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn, gains up blah blah blah. Crap. Edgewall Pack. This is a 4-drop dog 3/3 with menace. That when it enters battlefield, create a 1/1 black rat creature token that this can't block. This, I lied. This is the card I want a playmat of. It is a rat riding a dog. I want that. I want that as a playmat. I wish Rat Out and Whisper the Dross effects were counters instead of tone to turn. Yeah, agreed. Gnawing Crescendo. This is a 3-drop instant. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies this turn, create a 1/1 black creature token. Grabby Giant. This is a 4-drop giant 4/3 with reach. Sacrifice an artifact or a land to draw a card. Then also has That's Mine 2-drop instant adventure. Create a treasure token. I mean, I kind of like the created treasure token, but like it's not going to be better than anything else we have in Mirkwood Bats, right? Kindled Heroism. It's a 1-drop instant. Target creatures get +1/+0 to end turn and gains first strike and scry 1. Merry Bards. This is a 3-drop human bard 3/2. When there's a battlefield, you may pay 1. If you do, create a young hero role token attached to target creature control. Meh. Minecart Daredevil. Love the artwork on this as well. A lot of great art in this set. This is a 3-drop 4/2 Dwarf Knight that also has Ride the Rails instant. Target creature instant adventure. Target creature gets +2/+1 to end a turn. Not exciting. Red Cap Thief. Hey, what's up, Moist Moose? Red Cap Thief. I just went over Grabby Giant. The created treasure token seems kind of fun, but not super great. Red Cap Thief, 3-drop Goblin Rogue 2/3 that when enters battlefield, create a treasure token. Not horrendous. I think the best adventure in Pauper, right? So far it has been. Skewer Slinger. This is a 2-drop Dwarf Knight 1/3 with reach that whenever it blocks or it becomes blocked by a creature, it deals 1 damage to that creature. That's definitely an interesting card. For sure. Blocks fairies really good. Most flyers, really, it blocks pretty good. That's kind of an interesting card. Witch's Mark. This is a badass artwork card for 2 sorcery that you may discard a card if you do draw 2 cards. Creates a Wicked Roll token. It's okay. It's basically Cathartic Reunion, where instead of discarding an extra card and drawing an extra card, you get a token, a Wicked Roll token instead. It's okay. I don't know how much I like it. There are a few cards that already do that's adventure. My issue is getting 1 treasure. Yeah, I know, right? I feel it. Unruly Catapult. This is a 3-drop 0/4 defender artifact creature construct. That you tap it, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, untap it. So this, to me, is pretty good. This is going to be a pretty good burn card. The only thing is, like, Smash the Smithereens, right? But, like, it dodges Lightning Bolt, so feels good. I think this could be pretty good. Unruly Catapult. I mean, it's also a 3-drop. I guess there's that, too. Frenetic Firebolt. This is a 3-drop instant that deals X damage to target creature, where X is 2 plus the number of cards in your graveyard that are instant cards, sorcery cards, or have adventure. Well, I guess it's only to target creature. Man, if that was player, that'd be crazy. There's an artifact in this set that makes treasures, but sadly it's uncommon. If it was common, I would try it. Damn, that sucks. Harried Spear Guard, 1-drop human soldier with haste, 1/1. That when it dies, create a 1/1 black creature token. That is good. I'm looking at you, Rakdos Sacrifice. That could be pretty good. I like it. Grand Ball Guest. This is a 2-drop human peasant. 2/2 with Celebration. Celebration sucks. I'm not going to read Celebration. Celebration is a terrible fucking mechanic. At least I think it is. Cut in, 4-drop sorcery. Cut in deals 4 damage to target creature. Create a young hero roll token. Meh. Flick a Coin. This is a 3-drop instant. Flick a Coin deals 1 damage to any target. You create a treasure token. Draw a card. Meh. Ratcatcher Trainee. This is a 2-drop 2/1 human peasant. As long as it's your turn, Ratcatcher Trainee has first strike. But then you also have an adventure, instant speed, pest problem for 3. Create 2 1/1 rat creatures. Yeah, not half bad. That one's not half bad. Not the best, but not half bad. Torch the Tower, instant speed, bargain. Torch Tower deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If the spell was bargain, instead it deals 3 damage to permanent and you scribe 1. If permanent dealt by Torch Tower would die this turn, exile instead. Not bad. Imagine it having Revel in the Riches for the treasure, right? Alright, let's go over red. Torch of the Tower seems okay. Ratcatcher Trainee seems fun, but not the best. Harried Spear Guard, I think, is one of the best red cards. I actually really like this card a lot. Unruly Catapult. I'm glad it's a 3-drop. I mean, if it's 2-drop, it'd be different. But as a 3, I don't know if Burn will really like up to play it. But it's definitely interesting. Same thing with Witch's Mark. It's definitely an interesting card, but I don't know how good it will actually be. Skewer Slinger, I think, is probably the second best red card. Being a 1/3 with reach, that blocks pretty nicely, but also the fact that it deals 1 damage on top of blocking just blocks a lot of flyers really nicely. So I like Skewer Slinger quite a bit. I think that was it. I think everything else kind of sucks. Yep. All right, it's green time. Bestial Bloodline, a 2-drop enchantment. Enchant creature gets +2/+2, and you can tap it to return it from your graveyard to your hand. Seems okay, honestly. Seems decent. I don't know if it's better than some of the other enchantments we have currently, but it definitely doesn't seem horrible. That being the best red card in a set needed to happen to Pauper, I guess. I mean, I think Harried Spear Person is pretty good. Commune with Nature, we have this already. I like the art. Man, I don't know. I like the artwork in this too. I like the artwork in both of them a lot. Curse of the Werefox. This is a 3-drop sorcery. Create a monster roll token attached to target creature control. When you do, that creature fights up to one target creature you don't control. It's kind of interesting. Ferocious Werefox. My god, I love the artwork on this. 4-drop, 4/3 with trample, Elf Fox Warrior, but also has guard change, instant, 2-drop instant adventure, create a monster roll token. Not that exciting. Love the artwork though. Hamlet Glutton. This is a 7-drop, 6/6 with bargain. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it was bargained. Has trample, enters battlefield, gain 3 life. Could be halfway decent. In like a big rampy kind of deck, because you could cost this thing instead for 7 for 5, and you get a 6/6 with trample that gain 3 life when it enters. It's not half bad. It's not amazing, but it's not half bad. It's fine, but it's not another improvised club. Well, what's not another improvised club? What are we talking about? I guess, yeah, what card are you referring to? It's not improvised club. Hollow Scavenger. This is a 3-drop, 3/2 wolf. The best red card, the Harrier Spirit Guard? What are you talking about? That's like, has a haste, and it has the haste, and then it's a +2 basically on Carrion Feeder, and Mortician Beetle, and Ferocious Vermin. I think in terms of like a deck running Carrion Feeder and such, and Mortician Beetle and such, if you have a card that when it dies replaces itself, it's really, really strong. Hollow Scavenger. This is a 3-drop wolf that is a 3/2 that you tap 1, sacrifice a food. It gets +2/+2 to end a turn. Activate only once each turn. Basically Mushroom Dogs in a way. But it also says Bakery Raid. 1-drop sorcery. Create a food token. That one's pretty good. That's probably the best adventure card. Because you could pair it with the cats, you know, the Cauldron Familiar and stuff. It also pumps itself. Yeah, that's pretty good. Leaping Ambush. Instant. Target creature gets +1/+3 and gains reach until end of turn. Untap it. Red Tooth Genealogist. Again, the artwork killer. 3-drop, 2/3 Elf Advisor that when it enters battlefield, create a roll token. Not amazing. Could be okay as like a 1 of an elves, I guess, maybe, but I'm not impressed. Spider Food, tap 3. It's a 3-drop sorcery, destroy target. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, enchantment, or creature, create a food token. Not the best. Could be okay as a sideboard piece for like a cat food deck, but yeah, not the best. Territorial Witch Stalker. Defender 2/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Territorial Witch Stalker gets +1/+0 to end a turn. You can't attack, so it doesn't have Defender. Not that impressed. Titanic Growth we've had before, although I like the artwork on this one quite a bit. Toadstool Admirer. Creature, oof, however you say it. Ward of 2. You can tap 4, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's 1/1. Not very impressed. Verdant Outrider. This is a 3-drop, 4/2 Human Knight. It has tap 2, a colorless, and a green. It can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less this turn. Brave the Wilds. This is a 1-drop bargain sorcery that if this spell was bargain, target land you control becomes a 3/3 elemental creature token with haste. It's still land. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle library. Not bad. Definitely not bad. Still waiting on Lotus Petal reprint. I think you're going to be waiting for a while. Brave the Wild's not bad. Beanstalk Worm. This is a 5-drop plant worm with reach for 5/4 that has plant beans. Plant the beans. A 2-drop sorcery adventure. You may play an additional land this turn. Yeah, we have other cards that do that. That are probably a little bit better. Return from the Wild is a 3-drop sorcery. Choose 2. And of your options, you can choose 2 of. You have search your library for a basic land card, put on the battlefield, tap, shuffle. create a 1/1 white human creature token, or create a food token. Could be okay. Could be okay. Lotus Petal is getting reprinted as a promo, so it will drop in price. Oh, that's cool. Root Rider Fawn. This is a 2-drop Satyr Scout 1/3 that has tap for green, or tap 1 and tap it to add 1 mana of any color. Not that impressed. Sky Beast Tracker, a 4-drop Giant Archer for 2/4 with reach. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, create a food token. Meh. And then we have Troublemaker Oomph, or however you say their names. This is a 2-drop Bargain 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, if it's bargained, you can exile target artifact or enchantment and opponent controls. Obviously, the best green card. This will see play 100%. What's the best adventure so far? The plant beans. The beans. Yeah, Troublemaker is the best green. This is like by far the best green. In terms of other cards I liked, Return from the Wilds is Moke. Beanstalker Worm is Moke. Brave the Wilds is Moke. Spider Food could be excuse me. Hollow Scavenger seems pretty decent in like a food deck. It's got to be like deck dependent. Hamlet Glutton, not like super impressed with, but it exists. And that's pretty much it. Bestial Bloodline seems moke at best. Best color for this set, I think white. I think white honestly is getting some of the best cards. Black has a couple really strong cards, but I think it's white. Especially decks that utilize like Core Skyfisher and stuff. I think white is better off. I think there's actually potential here for like White Weenie to get some like decent cards as well. I think blue has some decent stuff too. I think red and green are the most underpowered though. Black has a new altar combo with this set. What's the new altar combo in black? Agreed, white is getting a lot of love the last few sets. Seems like I do think white's the best color in this set. In terms for Pauper. Red needed a set off. Yeah, no shit. I mean, there's definitely some good red stuff, but it's definitely not like the main, like Burn didn't get a lot of help, you know what I mean? But I am curious, Moose, what's the altar combo? The cat plus Rancor? Whenever an enchantment you control is put in the graveyard. Oh. Yeah. Is that better than what Altar already has, though? You know what I mean? I don't feel like it is. And then what's your payoff? You know what I mean? What's your payoff for the infinite mana? I guess it's not even infinite, right? You'd have to, like, cycle. I don't know. I don't know if I like it that very much. Well, let's see if we got any artifacts in common. We do. We have Candy Trail. This is a 1-drop artifact food clue that when it enters the battlefield, you scry 2. You can tap 2, sacrifice it, gain 3 life because it's also a food. And draw a card. I think this is really good. The new Wicked Visitor or Grim Guardians, you filter the mins with Energy Refractor. Yeah, I know you use Energy Refractor, but I guess, I don't know. It seems like a lot of setup. Yeah, I like Candy Trail a lot. I think Candy Trail is going to be really good. See a lot of play. I think, personally, it'll probably just replace Limboss. It's a 1-drop instead of a 2-drop. Yeah, you don't get to draw off of it, but you get to scry 2 instead. Well, Soul Guide Lanterns in this set. That's cool. I like the artwork on this a lot better than the other Soul Guide Lantern, too. But the fact is, when you sacrifice, you get to draw 3 and draw a card is really good. IDK about replacing it? I don't. I would replace it. 10 stop. Ginger Brute is back with new artwork. and it's pretty good. Just welcome back, Ginger Brute. I like both the artworks a lot. Let's get 4 copies of Ginger Brute so we can each have different artwork for every one of them. That's where I want to be at in life. Prismatic Prism. I'm pretty sure this card is banned in the format. It has less interruption points. That makes Golem combo, and it also takes less clicks than Golem combo, so maybe better for MTGO. Maybe. I mean, I'll be curious to see what comes about it. I would say if anybody's going to do it, it'd probably be Kalikaz, right? Draw is so much better than Scry, though. I don't know, because you can tap this and draw a card off of it and gain 3 life. And yeah, scrying is drawing the card is better. You are right in that, but I also think this is more mana efficient. Hell, run them both. You know what I mean? Why not? But this is a good card. This is a really good card. Yeah, Prismatic Prism is banned. Sorry. Played this quite a bit in Standard back in the day. The artwork in this one's really cool. Scarecrow Guide. This is a 2-drop artifact Scarecrow 2/1 with reach that you can tap 1, add 1 mana of any color, activate only once each turn. Yeah, not that impressive. Land-wise, we have Crystal Grotto and Evolving Wilds. We have the fancy lands. I'm not a big fan of this cycle of lands, the 4 arts. I don't think they're that interesting. It's kind of cool because they are like fairy tale-ish looking, but like, I don't know. The actual designs of them I'm not a fan of. Like, I like this art style. I just don't like what they decided to put in the frame. You know what I mean? I like Forest and Swamp. I like the Forest the most. The Swamp is okay. I kind of like the Plains too. I really hate the Mountain and Island though. Really not a fan of these. I don't think I would put these in any of my decks though, to be honest with you. Oh, look at that mouse token. Oh, look at the rat token. Oh my god, these tokens are so cute. I love them. Ooh, I like the food token. Oh no, there's another one up here. I don't like that one as much. I like these 2 a lot. I kind of like the eyeball suit, but I like these 2 a lot. I like the On the Adventure one too. Can we read the rolls? Yep, give me a second. So here are the rolls. So we have the monster roll, which is enchant creature. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 and trample. The sorcerer roll, which enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature attacks, scry 1. Oh, I understand. I'm covering it up. All right. Well, shoot. Let's do this side first, and then I'll move us back over. Okay. Royal. This is enchant creature gets +1/+1 and has ward. Then you have young hero. Enchant creature has whenever this creature attacks, if its toughness is 3 or less, gets a +1/+1 counter. You have cursed. Enchant creature has power and toughness base of 1/1. You have wicked. Enchant creature gets +1/+1. When this aurora is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. Oh, okay. I see what's happening here now. They have them flipped over so you can read them both upright. So I've been reading them. I've been reading them not the right way. All right, let's move us all back over here now. So as you can see, this one is just the sorcerer flipped over. So the only one we have left to read is Virtuous, which is also combined with the Royal. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control. What? I didn't see that one very much, this Virtuous and Pauper. So my guess is this doesn't really pop up in Pauper, but yikes. You know what I mean? And then you have I already read the Wicked. So yeah, we have them. It's only in Commander decks. Gotcha. Wicked/Curse, the cards they were too lazy to fix. Yeah, I guess. All right, I'm gonna look over these the fancy arts, what they have for like cards for fancy artworks. I mean, not everything. I'm more curious about like these ones and stuff. I just want to see what's in here if I want to upgrade any of my cards. I like the Bitter Blossom a lot. The Blood Moon's cool. Kind of reminds me of like Samurai Jack. I'm just looking to see if there's cards that I play that I would be interested in. You know what I mean? Leyline of the Void is okay. Hardened Skills is sweet. I like the Hardened Skills a lot. Not that I play Hardened Skills, but I do like it. Huh. Oppression? That seems interesting. Is this a... Is this card modern legal? I don't feel like it is. It's not. I was like, man, if that was modern legal, that would 100% be played in 8-rack. It's not. There's a reprint of Rhystic Study once printed at Common. I can't remember what Rhystic Study does. 3-drop. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may draw a card unless that player plays one. That's annoying. That'd be annoying. Oh, these are all enchantments. That's interesting. The Rest in Peace is really cool. I didn't realize these were all enchantments. Waste Knot. Oh, the Waste Knot is wicked. I like the Waste Knot a lot. I've played Waste Knot in 8-rack before, and I wasn't a big fan of it, but... Utopia Sprawl is okay. Oh, that's crazy on that one. The Curiosity one's cool. That's pretty much it. It's a commander card mostly. It's really good. It seems like it'd be really good. Alright, here's the anime ones. The Blood Moon is wicked sweet. Greater Auramancy I like a lot too. That's what I use for the thumbnail. The Doubling Season is cooler over here, for sure. I like the other Bitter Blossom better than this one. Although if I pulled that out of a pack, I wouldn't complain that much. The Pyroblast is kind of cool, I guess. Doubling Season, yeah. And then the showcase cards. Oh, look at the Elusive Otter. I think this card is going to be really good, but like that artwork is totes adorable. Also is Pollen Shield Hair. Devouring Sugar Maw. And we got a few more of like special artworks that I'm not like. Relentless Cottage is cool, I guess. All right, let's start looking at some of the other cards. I like Sneak Attack. Yeah, it's all right. I kind of like this Sneak Attack better because it's funny looking. Like it's just the giant with like holding some branches. All right, let's look at some of the other cards just real quick. Edgewall Inn, I like the art a lot. It's Battlefield tapped. There's choose a color, tap one of the chosen color, sacrifice it, return. Okay. What do these lands do? These lands enter in tapped. Oh, but they become man lands. Okay. Relentless Cottage becomes a 4/4 black-green horror creature token to turn is still a land whenever attacks create a food token. Okay. The Encrag. Tap one. Tap colorless whenever a legendary creature under control. Okay, let's do with legendaries. Side Ginger. The Meal Ender has trample, hexproof, and haste as long as opponent controls a planeswalker. If another creature controls put in the graveyard from battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter and scry 1. That's kind of interesting. We're gonna see some standard. No, I'm not gonna play any standard. Standard on Magic Online is not really viable, and I really don't like Arena. So I'm not gonna play any standard. I'm just curious to see what's here. I used to love standard. I want to throw that out there. I was a big fan of standard and played a lot of it back in the day. That was actually one of the like reliable formats that would fire off where I lived. But haven't played it since Ixalan was the last time I played standard. One of my biggest tournaments that I won was actually standard. I won a game day. I think we had like 40 plus players or something like that. I won it with Green Black Constrictor. It was the Almond Cat day, game day. I miss them doing like game day and stuff. They should bring that back. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. This is a 2-drop legendary artifact. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures you control. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them will have activated abilities of all creatures. Exile target card from a graveyard. When a creature card is exiled, display +1/+1 card. That's pretty interesting. Kind of like that. What's the Crown of Winter do? Tap 1, tap target creature's ability costs 1 less to activate during your turn. That's cool. I like this. Tap 3, sacrifice it, draw a card for each tap creature and opponent controls. That's cool. I do like that. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on this card. I'm just gonna look for cards that are like 8-rack-ish. Although, what's this thing? Big Seek Thrills, mill 7 cards, then put all cards from. Agatha of the Vile Cauldron. Activate abilities of creatures control cost X less to activate. Not that exciting either. Alright, so none of them I'm that interested in. Let's go up to the top and work our way down. Sorry, I didn't read any of those out loud, I guess, right? Ashok, Wicked Manipulator. If you would pay life while your library has at least... hold on. If you would pay life while your library has at least that many cards in it, exile that many cards from the top of your library instead. What? We get White Crater Hoof. Is that what this Moonshaker Cavalry is? Enters battlefield, creature you control get +X. Yeah, I guess so. Kellen the Fey Blooded. Oh, yeah, this Blossoming Turtle is cool. Enters battlefield or attacks, mill 3 cards, and return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Don't know how good this card actually is, but I like it. Bramble Familiar. That is cute. This Cruel Sonophage seems really good for Dimir. You know the Dimir card that does things? Dimir Mill. Devouring Sugar Maw. Create a white food green menace. Bring up keep, you may sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token if you don't tap it. Seems okay. I like 2-color adventures. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Mosswood Dread Knight I think is really good. I think so. The Huntmaster's Redemption. Create a 3/3 beast token. You may sacrifice a creature. If you do, search all area for a creature card or a basic land card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Not that exciting. Gumdrop Poisoner. Create a food token. Enters battlefield up to target creature gets -X for the amount of life you gain this turn. Not super good. Werewolf Bodyguard. Flash. When enters battlefield, exile up to one other target. Non-Fox, not werewolf. Okay, Werewolf Bodyguard seems really strong. Regal Bunnycorn. Power and toughness equal to the number of non-land permanents you control. Holy shit, that card seems really good. I don't like that. That's really powerful. That seems really powerful. Rankle's Prank. Is that the... Yeah, okay. Rankle's Prank is one a lot of people are saying could totally be played in 8-rack that I'm going to try out. Choose one or more, so you can choose all of them. Each player loses 4 life. Each player discards 2 cards. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. So kind of a nice, like, 4-drop hit with everything. The only thing is, like, 8-rack, you really don't want to go up to 4, but you can. You know what I mean? New hammer target. Oh, Regal Bunnycorn? Probably. So I played Standard when you still had a Duelist as your main source. The internet connection, the Magic Armies race, where you were seeing rares at 15-20 for the first time. That's crazy. Became better to my to buy more boxes. Magic Arm Race was too much. Now look where we are. Yeah, it seems a little bit before when I got into it. I mean, to be fair to like Magic Online and playing Magic Online, I'm like not just on Magic Online, but I'm pretty like newish to it. Yeah, Wrinkles Prank I want to try in 8-rack. Lord Skitter Skewer King. When another rat enters the battlefield under your control, exile up to one target card from an opponent's graveyard. Beginning of combat on your turn, crate. I mean, it's not bad, you know. I don't know how good it is. It's definitely not bad though. Enters battlefield. Rotating beginning your draw step. If you control an enchanted creature, you lose 1 life and you draw an additional card. Tangled Colony rat. Tangled Colony can't block when Tangled Colony dies. Create X/1/1 black rat creature tokens with this creature. That's interesting. The other artwork for him though, I do too. Can we make like a rat pioneer deck? Is that a thing we can do? The end. So it costs 2 less to cast if your total is 5 or less life total. Excel target creature. Search. I mean, that's not bad, but yeah, if you're down that low in life, it's gonna be like too late, you know. X Mage. It's definitely not bad. The Spiteful Hex Mage. We target creature and opponent controls with value 2 or less. Create a food token. Trying to see, like I said, I'm trying to see if there's anything in here that would pique our interest for 8-rack. I'm just gonna assume probably not. Ego Drain would have been cool for 8-rack if it didn't have that bottom part of the text. I think Tangled Colony is based off the phenomenon known as the Rat King. Maybe. Looks cool, though. Yeah, not a ton in here for 8-rack. The only other modern deck I really play is Dredge, and I'm just going to assume there's nothing worthwhile for Dredge in here. Kind of sad to see, so warning if you look it up. Kind of sad to see, so warning if you look it up. Oh, okay. I won't look that up on stream then. I was thinking Rat King, something else. But anyway, that's been the Wilds of Eldraine. Pretty interesting set. Some interesting cards. I guess, is there any cards down here we missed for Pauper? No. Pretty interesting little set. I'm kind of excited for it. I love the artwork in it. I don't know if there's very many like really good cards, but I would like to do the pre-release if I do. I'm gonna vlog it probably. I'm gonna vlog the trip regardless, but up there. But yeah, it's a cool set. There's a lot of cool things here. Tomorrow we'll play something. I don't know if I'm gonna do Pioneer or Pauper, to be honest with you. Did you look at the Thorn of Alderaan? The card? What color is it? I love the art. It's top tier. Yeah, the artwork in this set is absolutely stunning. What card is that, Torvis? What color? Artifact Thorn? There's not a thorn. Throne. What? What throne? I don't see a throne either. What am I missing here? What color is it under, I guess? I'll just do this. Throne of... Oh, you're talking about... Talking about the set? I guess I'm confused on what card you're talking about, Torvis. Doesn't matter. Okay. Well, if you think of it, let me know, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to bounce for today. Tomorrow we'll play... I don't know if I'm going to do Pauper or Pioneer, to be honest with you. I haven't decided fully yet. Yeah, post in the Discord, Torvis. The video that I've been making on... I'll just show you. That I've been making on the... Taking the deck through the Pioneer... the Challenger deck through the Pioneer tournament. I'm currently at 10 minutes and 8 seconds in editing. These little blanks right here are... I need to find footage for. I don't know what I want to use in there yet. But everything else is it's coming along. I wanted to have it done before this weekend. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm really happy with how it's turning out. So I'm very excited to get that done. But I have been working on this project since pretty much since just drop an ad break, right? Pretty much before I mean, pretty much since I got home from the tournament. I did the first 8-rack vlog, and then once that was done, I started working on this project and have been working on it since. I can only devote so much time, you know, a day and a week to a project. So this is definitely taking me a lot longer than I wanted to. I wanted to have this turned around within the first, like, I wanted to have it like the first Saturday I got back was the 8-rack vlog, which was the case because it was an easier edit. Then I wanted to have the next Saturday to be the Salt and Pauper video, and then be this video on Sunday, when that's not been the case because the editing has taken a long time. But I think this video is turning out great, so I'm really excited to share it with everybody. But anyway, that's been my set, my opinions of this set. I'm excited for it. I think it looks cool. Like the artwork a lot. If I do the pre-release, I'll keep the Discord updated on how that goes, and also how I'll vlog it. Anyway, outside of that, I will say for the few of you watching, this weekend, it's hard work. Don't apologize for it. I know. I just like I would like to have a much faster turnaround time. And I could if I didn't stream for a couple hours every day, but the streaming part, I think, is part of my content journey. So I feel like it's fair to, you know, still stream while I'm working on videos. But anyway, the point is this Saturday, as of right now, if everything all goes according to plan, we will be streaming a live paper Magic tournament that we're hosting at our house. So if anybody is interested in that, that is a thing that we're going to try to do this Saturday. It's not going to, don't expect it to be like Pro Tour levels or anything. We're still working on getting things set up and seeing how we're going to do things. So this is going to be a very, very rocky, testing the waters, if you will, you know, type of thing. So yeah, so there's that. And the format will be casual. So pretty much any card is legal. And it is also worth noting that in the group that plays, like we play together in paper, there's a couple of us that are really hardcore into Magic, and then there's several that are very casual into Magic. And in this tournament, everybody will play everybody. So you'll see a pretty wide variety of stuff. More than likely. Real quick, Throne of Eldraine. This is a 5-drop. This is the reason why I didn't see this is part of the Commander side of the Wilds of Eldraine release. which is a legendary 5-drop artifact. Enter the battlefield, choose a color, tap it, add 4 mana of the chosen color. Spend this only to cast monocolored spells. Tap 3, tap it, draw 2 cards. Spend this mana. Spend only mana of the chosen color to activate this ability. Kind of interesting. But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow. I should be back on. I should start the stream around the normal 10-ish a.m. Eastern. So there's that. Have a good one, Slash. Thanks for streaming. If you fly me out, I'll bring Mono Blue Reanimator. Right. Look forward to it. Thanks for the stream. Right on. Well, I'll catch y'all guys later. Have a good rest of your day. And bye, everybody.